Marching to the beat of your own drum isn't easy because you have to lead rather than just follow. But the benefit for Subaru has been a non-conformist identity that pervades the product line, reflected in early adoption of CVT and turbo technologies and a dedication to the low center of gravity, sure-footed performance aspects of all-wheel drive and boxer engine architecture. You could argue that Subaru created the crossover niche with the expedient customization of a station wagon, the Outback, and then reinforced it with the '98 intro of a dedicated CV, the Forester. Now in its fourth generation, the Forester's mid-cycle makeover for 2017 boosts design, comfort and safety levels with technology upgrades. There's a sleeker headlight assemblies complement grille and bumper changes. The steering wheel, interior cloth and taillights have been revised. Also found a thicker door glass, an acoustic windshield, improved door seals and added insulation have made for a quieter, more refined riding experience. There are plenty of trim choices but the Forester comes in two basic configurations, the 2.5i starting with a naturally aspirated 170 horsepower 2.5-liter engine or the 2.0 XT featuring a smaller but more powerful 250 horsepower 2.0-liter turbocharged motor. Let's look at each. The 2.5i model lineup, $25,995–$37,295 ranges through base, convenience, touring and limited trim levels. Our first mid-level touring tester comes with a standard 6-speed manual, increasingly rare in today's CVs. Shifting feels a little vague at first until you get used to the gates, but the manual is a good way to make the most of a serviceable but slightly anemic base engine. This power combination is rated at September 8 10.3 L/100 km, City Hui, with my real-world mix coming in at 9.0 L/100 km, Comb. Bumping up to the CVT trendy, $1,300 improves fuel economy to a 9.2/7.4 L/100 km, City Hui, rating. I'm always surprised by the roominess of the Forester's compact-sized cabin. I actually had to move the seat forward to work the clutch properly. There's big windowed, great visibility and plenty of headroom, even with the extra-large sunroof. Backseat passengers will not be cramped and there's ample cargo room, 892 liters, 1,940 liters with second row folded. There are trim-specific adjustments across the Forester lineup for 2017 and our 2.5i touring tester adds Subaru rear side vehicle detection, SRVD, new wheels and new illuminated vanity mirrors. The touring level tested here can also be enhanced with a technology package, $1,500 that includes new third-generation eyesight, a stereo camera systems that offers pre-collision management of the throttle, braking and brake assist systems, lane departure warning, lane sway warning, lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control along with new reverse automatic braking, proximity key with push-button start and steering responsive fog lights. Customers bumping up to limited models will find further refinements, including new additions like steering responsive LED headlights, heated rear seats and heated steering wheel in a trial Series XM subscription. But to really max out the Forester, you have to shift to the 2.0 XT lineup. Yes, it's a pricier range of product, $33,995–$39,495, with two more inclusive trim levels, touring and limited. But it starts with the satisfying grunt of the 250 horsepower turbocharged 2.0-liter engine. There's nothing wildly extravagant about the added power, just a right feeling, added acceleration surge and increased responsiveness. This powertrain comes only with the Lean-Artronic CVT included. Fuel economy is rated at February 8 10.6 L/100 km, City Hui. My average worked out to 10.7 L/100 km, Comb, acceptable but suggesting I was enjoying this engine just a little more. The added turbo power comes with a premium fuel recommendation, but a quick scan of the manual reveals that using cheap irregular octane gas will not nullify the warranty. are limited with technology package. Tester goes all in with leather instead of cloth, all the mod cons, and all the new techs mentioned earlier, along with new for 2017 auto-dimming on the rearview and side-view mirrors, one-touch folding rear seats and a driver power seat with memory. And with all of the content in this fully loaded model, it's easy to overlook the contribution of the technology package, $1,500 here also, but on at least one occasion the new reverse automatic braking system saved me from making a low-hazard mistake. A toot around town in a 2018 Forester 2.0 XT reinforced my turbo preferences, and, with only minimal additions, the new 2018 prices will carry over unchanged. In most of life's disciplines, spanning everything from design to economics, there's usually a Goldilocks principle, a zone of just rightness, maintaining a balance of maximum benefit and minimal disadvantage. And with its family-friendly size, not too big, not too small, its roominess but still nimble dimensions, along with its accents on safety, passenger comfort, the added security of all-wheel drive and the latest technologies, the Subaru Forester fits in just fine with the Goldilocks just right philosophy.
Wild Bill Hickok, a folk hero of the lawless American frontier, was a gunslinger, stagecoach driver, soldier, spy and showman before being shot dead in a poker game here in Dakota Territory in 1876. So it's appropriate Subaru would choose this remote, rugged outpost to stage the media launch of the all-new second-generation 18 Crosstrek, which already is on sale in Japan and arriving now in US showrooms. Like Wild Bill, the Crosstrek has many unique abilities, and the new model is destined to stand its ground in a showdown with rivals that is becoming increasingly fierce. The new CUV represents a massive improvement over the previous model in just about every way, from interior styling to off-road readiness. Competitors should keep a watchful eye on the Crosstrek because the outgoing version, which had been in the market since 2012, has remained a top seller. Through the first half this year, only the Jeep Renegade, Hyundai Tucson and Honda HR-V have outsold the previous gen Crosstrek among 16 vehicles. If the new Crosstrek should close in on segment leadership by the end of this year, it will come as no surprise, and not only because the redesigned model carries a $21,795 base price that is only $100 more than its predecessor. Subaru's new CUV now delivers first-rate interior comfort, a roomier cabin and more cargo area with a wider opening. A more rigid body and brake-based torque vectoring make for excellent ride and handling, aided by a lower center of gravity and quicker steering response, and the fully re-engineered user interface and infotainment system set a new benchmark among competitors. Stylistically, the design team left much of the exterior form intact, and the wider, horizontal taillamps protruding from the back end are the easiest way to identify the new arrival. As an alternative to the bright sunshine orange that was popular with the first Crosstrek, Subaru now offers a new shade, a muted sky blue marketed as cool gray khaki. For the first time, Crosstreks equipped with a Lineartronic CVT comes standard with X mode, which can be activated with a button in the center console to electronically control the brakes, engine, transmission and all-wheel drive system for steep downhill grades that can be conquered without the driver ever touching the brake pedal. Disconnecting AWD systems are arriving in certain luxury vehicles as a method to reduce fuel consumption, but the technology is not offered in the Crosstrek and is not likely to appear on other Subarus launching in the near future, a company engineer tells us. For those wanting more control of the drivetrain, the new Crosstrek also comes available with a 6-speed manual transmission. The previous model offered a 5-speed manual, and less than 2% of customers opted for it. But X mode comes only with the CVT. Subaru's CVT is fairly smooth, avoiding the familiar groans as pulleys constantly adjust the gear ratios depending on the driver's throttle inputs. The transmission was significantly redesigned to reduce weight and achieve wider ratio coverage, and a new lightweight torque converter helps quicken engine response, the automaker says. AWD is standard with either transmission. Mated to the manual, the AWD system apportions torque equally between the front and rear wheels. The CVT continuously varies how much torque is transferred to the front and rear axles. Subaru says 80% of the parts comprising the 152 horsepower 2.0L 4-cylinder FB Boxer engine are new, and it now incorporates direct fuel injection, has a higher compression ratio and is 26 pounds, 11.8 kilograms, lighter than the one it replaces. Engineers say the engine's 37% thermal efficiency leads the segment. And yet, despite all these upgrades, the new FB makes only 4 horsepower more than its predecessor and produces the same 145 pounds Ft, 197 Newton-meters, of torque. The FB gets the job done, but it struggles uphill, which is par for the course in this passever's class of vehicle. The Crosstrek's pokey nature results in impressive fuel economy, approaching 35 mpg, 6.7 L/100 km, on winding rural roads here, according to the trip computer. On paper, the fuel economy ratings for the old and new engines are nearly identical, a gain of 1 mpg, 0.4 km per liter, in the city with the automatic transmission, while losing 1 mpg on the highway with the manual. The EPA fuel economy rating for the CVT is noticeably higher with the automatic, 27/33 mpg 8.7-7.1 L/100 km than the manual, 23/29 mpg 10.2-8.1 L/100 km. An electrified powertrain is on the way for the Crosstrek, but Subaru engineers aren't revealing details. Subaru sold more than 16,000 hybrid version of the previous Crosstrek beginning in 2013. Subaru's Impreza compact car was redesigned for 17 and sets the template for what the new Crosstrek would become. Both vehicles share Subaru's new global platform, which will underpin the next generation of the automaker's lineup. That's an excellent starting point, as the Impreza earned awards 10 Best Interiors trophy earlier this year. What we loved about the Impreza interior: great ergonomics, a user-friendly Starlink multimedia system with crisp graphics and a full suite of EyeSight driver assistance technologies for collision avoidance, is even more appealing in a bigger package. Crosstrek customers tend to be young and adventurous, hence the available bird-watching app, so a black cloth interior has been the most popular. But the new model also comes available with a handsome high-contrast grey leather-trimmed upholstery, punctuated with bright orange stitching. One of our test models came with that bold interior, a fully loaded limited with CVT, and carried an attractive sticker price of $30,655, including $915 destination charges. Certain sport luxury CUVs could take styling tips from this interior. Besides the underpowered engine, the Crosstrek has a few other shortcomings, such as no available cooled seats and a climate control system that, although improved, still fails to properly chill the cabin on a hot summer day. There's also only one USB port in most models, but the range-topping limited trim level gets a second. Fit and finish in the pre-production models driven here was impeccable. Subaru assembles the Crosstrek in Gunma, Japan, while the Impreza now comes from the automaker's plant in Lafayette, Indiana. Subaru remains one of the fastest-growing brands in America and this year plans to sell 650,000 vehicles, and that's even before the 3-row 19 Ascent CUV goes on sale next year. The market for compact CUVs is like the Wild West these days, with every automaker on the planet rushing to stake its claim while shoppers pan for gold in this rapidly expanding sector. The Crosstrek is more than a nugget,